everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins were frustrated with last week's loss and are anxious to get back above 500 in today's game. It's the Ravens going up against the Dolphins. So for the call of this week's 17 matchup, let's send it out to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, we come to you from a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls with an 11th on the way in 2020. Yes, we are in beautiful Miami, Florida. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Baltimore Ravens and the Miami Dolphins. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Time to feature the offensive starters and our first chance to get a look at Parker.
Devontae Parker came out of Louisville with a guy who was known as a mature receiver. Runs routes really well, but the best part of his game, he'll jump over you at the end of a route and go get the football.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And here are the Raven defensive starters.
Timmy Jernigan, play him over the nose, play him at defensive tackle, bounce him out to defensive end. Wherever you want to put him, Timmy Jernigan can play.
And just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They're going to look to throw. It's complete to Grant. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And that's the kind of pass that adds up over time, Brandon. You may not have picked up a first down there, but if you keep chipping away at it, eventually big plays may result.
Back to throw again. It's caught. Stills, right side. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. Looking to throw. On the left side, this is Stills. Give him 11 on the gain there, and that's good for a Miami first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
You remember Timmy Jernigan at Florida State. His stoutness that was so impressive there, it still comes into play in the NFL, doesn't it?
If you call stout 300 pounds, and I do, then yes.
Used it well on that play and made a nice tackle for a loss.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down.
Let's go.
He'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Out of the gun now on third down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Kenny Stills, and that'll bring up a fourth down.
Third down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win, and the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. They come out here in the eye. First carry now for Kenneth Dixon. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second down, Flacco now. And that is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Crockett Gilmore, there. And that'll make it third down. And the offense on the field for the first time today, and they were high-powered a week ago.
And they're beginning to believe that they've established a groove. They expect those type of performances each and every week. Running it, throwing it, they're precise.
Oh, that is going to be a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
This is taken at the 23.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners. Let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. And they've got it here with a first down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
They'll drop the throw. Rolling to his right. And his throw is incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third.
Come on, let's go.
And the wideout in motion. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Five yards left for the offense. It's second down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Escaping the pressure right. A gain of 4 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. They come out here in the eye. They'll go with a keeper. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
And as we've seen throughout this season, it's no picnic trying to score touchdowns against this unit. They're ranked number 1 against the run. It's also difficult because it's not easy to throw the ball against them either.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devontae Parker with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. All right, because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
It's a very short kick taken by an up man.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. He's got time in the pocket. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
Ryan. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, when both guys went up for the ball, I just thought, who's going to come down with it? I didn't think he'd come down with it and then take it all the way for a touchdown.
That's battling, isn't it? Because normally, if both guys go up for it and come down with it, the tie goes to the offense. The defensive player didn't want it to be a tie at all. He wanted a little bit more, took it, and went the other direction.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken short. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And now we're circling here around the 2-minute warning.
This is a setup play, trying to get one last one in before the clock warning.
Back to the air, Ryan after the pick 6. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Fresh set of downs here. Shift together here from the D-line. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. A pickup there of 37. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, start to get those guys creeping up, wanting to make plays on the football.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked off by Rashad Jones.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Here we go. Ryan 38.
They send Stills in motion. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
And Stills over the middle. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Drops it off to Ajayi. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll make it a 2nd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Let's go.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw again. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
And the offense looks to pick up the 1st here on 3rd after that incompletion. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Going deep here for Stills. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. This will be fielded at the 17. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Ryan eluding the pressure right. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. On third down, Ryan. He's got time. Looking here for Smith. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And likely just out of field goal range. Could be Hail Mary time.
And haven't we seen in recent years that the Hail Mary seems to be more successful in the NFL than before?
Absolutely we have. They'll throw now on the final play. Going up top. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you up to Orlando. And with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Larry Ridley. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. Out comes the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or do they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. It's a gain of 24 that time. And the Ravens are going to have a first down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
They go play action here on first down. And he's going to find a man, Keenan Allen. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones that have to determine run or pass and get to the proper places on the field. Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Here's Flacco. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. It's a gain of 14 there. And it's first down Miami.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Flag comes out, and that's because the offense did not get the play off in time.
And you can see the head coach, he is not happy. Everyone getting away from him right now because he's frustrated that they didn't get the ball snapped in time.
Here we go on 1st and 15.
Here we go.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Taken in at the 22. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. No gain, and it's 2nd down.
When a linebacker is able to sit at the 2nd level and see things develop in front of him, as soon as he got a hint that the quarterback was checking it down, he just made a beeline directly for the receiver and ended up making the play.
2nd down. Flacco now surveying the field. And some space here. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. And they're going to speed things up here. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock is going off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
They fake the handoff. Now Flacco to pass. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
And that drop will cause a little bit of angst for the play caller because you know they've worked all week game planning and flexing the tight end out and making him a matchup issue for the defense. They had what they wanted, and he drops the ball.
Man, just couldn't hang on to the slant. Call it a gain of 3, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd went to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Here we go. 4th down under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
It's complete to Parker, left side. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, you're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. C.J. Mosley. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Slot man moves right. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 19. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own side.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. One receiver left, that's Allen. Incomplete on 1st down, now Flacco on 2nd. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd. 3rd down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. And down he goes. A sack. They sack him back across midfield at about the 48-yard line. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. On 1st down, Flacco. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. 22 yards on the pickup there. And it'll give the Ravens a first down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Dree Archer, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens get a bit closer. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. Flacco looking to throw for it. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kiko Alonso. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Dolphins are going to recover. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Shipped together here from the D-line. Now they'll run it on the toss. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
Here we go.
On play action, they'll throw. Sliding out of the pocket. He may try and run for this. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Oh, it's a wobbler here. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, give up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. He's going to let it fly. And got his man complete. And give him a gain of 37. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there. After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. Flacco to throw. Shakes off the sand. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Lawrence Timmons in there to take him down. And the clock will roll. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage to make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack.
Keenan Allen, the intended receiver, and it brings up fourth down.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. So the D-line's going to spread out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Finding time. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And it's looking like the Dolphins are going to win the football game. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. They're in a good spot. Two-possession game barely, but a two-possession game here late. Now they just have to put this game on ice.
Let's face it, right now, they're talking about ball security, taking care of it, not allowing anything crazy to happen, because we've seen nutty things happen down the stretch, but they also have the security of the scoreboard. With that type of a lead, even if something goes haywire, they're still in good shape.
Come on, let's go! Ohio! 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 Flex round!
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Flushed out right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. The defense in an enviable position here. The offense needs 13 yards. It's third down.
Let's go!
Back to throw. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. Setting to throw. Flacco. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Keenan Allen, the intended target, and it's third down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete.
There's no shyness there pushing the ball downfield, but I like the coverage on the play. In good position. And when you have a 50-50 ball, who's going to come down with it? I like the way that he made the play. Came across and knocked it away.
Here we go. Fourth down, fourth quarter. Flacco. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. And out come the Dolphins now. Only one timeout defensively, so this should just be a simple kneel down.
I agree totally. I looked at my time management chart. It says take a knee, victory formation. They just have one timeout left. And that should be all she wrote.
By the way, it's a good thing you can read. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Timmy Jernigan in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Miami, it will wind up a .500 season as the win means they'll finish right at 8-8. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, we'll have to see what happens as they're going to finish the year 10-6. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins are winners here as we say so long from South Florida.
I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's Moore's Dolphins going up against Flacco's Ravens. So for the call of this Week 13 matchup, Let's bring in our commentary team with Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, thanks. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Miami Dolphins and the Baltimore Ravens. More now. They dump off underneath to Ajayi. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. Give them 27 yards that time. And that's good for a Miami first down. Now Moore. He gets it to Sims, complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Okay, the starters for the Miami Dolphins offensively. Charles, who are we highlighting?
Got to highlight Jay Ajayi, their running back. Came out of Boise State as a 5th-round pick, but most people had his talent much more like a 2nd round. There were some medical concerns with the knee, but he can do it all. Run, catch, block. He's truly a 3-down back.
The starters now defensively for Baltimore.
Jimmy Smith looks like the corners that you want coming into the league now. Long, ability to play the football in the air, terrific cover guy.
It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
They run again with Ajayi. And a short gain down to about the 33. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Second down, 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
11 yards for number 11.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get that little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Now it's Andrew Franks on for Miami. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And Frank's kick is good. And the opening drive for the Dolphins yields 3. So they come into enemy territory. Nice drive to start the game, but they probably wanted 6. They only got 3.
I agree with you totally. That's the expectation. When you get the ball and you start moving it and you're rolling, you think you're going to end up in the end zone. But they should be happy with the 3. A good way to get things going here in this game.
They come out here in the I. They'll run with a rookie. It's Kenneth Dixon. It'll go as a gain of 10 there. And that'll be good for Baltimore first.
You don't have to be a finished product to show some pretty good glimpses of what could be in this league. And we just saw an example of it on that nice run there. When I looked at him coming out of college, I saw a guy with raw, terrific ability. I couldn't wait to see how it was going to be harnessed and polished up in the NFL. In fact, some people thought he could play a little slot receiver as well as run the football. This guy has the ability to be a big-time player with more seasoning.
In the quarterback, he's got some big threats at wideout.
And they seem to get bigger all the time, don't they, Brandon? Every time I look out and watch a game, we're getting these bigger, more athletic, acrobatic receivers. We have some today.
And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down. And a look at the starters for the Miami defense.
Cameron Wake may have begun his career in Canada, but in the NFL, he's been one of the top pass rushers since he's entered the league.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Third down, Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But no second guessing the call here. It was third and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
This is taken at about the 14. They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Now a toss play. It's a jive. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now's a play caller. Because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Quick pass play there on the slant. Charles works out well for the offense.
The offense loves it. The defender hates it. Hard to get through the body of the receiver to get to the football trying to cover a slant.
Moore now. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go deep. Back over the middle. Kenny Stills, the intended receiver, and that brings up fourth down.
But they're certainly being aggressive here. It's like being a sprinter in a 100-meter dash, exploding out of the blocks, trying to push the ball downfield. Guaranteed this defense better be on their toes. They're going to be tested all game.
And Frank's kick is good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And it's grabbed by Crockett Gilmore. 11 yards on the pickup, and the Ravens are going to have a first down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
He's going to air one out. And they went big on first down. Proves unfruitful.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Brief break in the action here. We're back to Baltimore after this. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. 1st and 10 here for Flacco. He's got time in the pocket. A dump off for Dixon. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down.
And I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
Now I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule. Where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
So they were able to move the ball into the red zone, but they'll wind up coming away with just 3.
Yeah, 32-yarder. That's equal to an extra point nowadays, and those are no problem for an NFL kicker.
And the Dolphins offense now ready to go back out on the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They'll come out in the pistol. This is Ajayi. A beautiful fake. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Stills the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Now
Moore. And he hits the tight end. It's Deion Sims. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Drops it off to Ajayi. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. He'll drop to throw. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop any defensively. Third down. The line to gain is the 33 on third down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he has Carew. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
One of the best routes, one of the favorite routes of any play caller. He just ran that one. Nice little angle route. That's supposed to be a catch, and usually it is in a running back drop.
Yeah, I mean, he's a running back, but he's got hands. He should have caught it. More now. And Stills over the middle. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up what looks to be a third and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. He'll look to throw. Escaping. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Now Moore. Looking for Stills here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the longtime Charger, Eric Weddle. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Forced out to his left. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. That one goes for 24 yards.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now you can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Wide open receiver complete. It's a pickup of 21. And it's good enough for a Baltimore first down. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They go play action here on first down. Smith catches left side. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. In the red zone this time.
As if he didn't have enough to think about on that route, the comeback route, coming back to the football and catching it.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Cameron Wake in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Second down, Flacco now. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Operating off play action, Flacco. Buying time to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal. The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Kenneth Dixon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens have taken the lead. And he's got it as the lead is now 10-6. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the 2nd half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
He takes this from the 30 to the 34. On the stop is Sharice Wright.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
Now the Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd down.
Could be a blitzer.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
They run for it with a jive. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. So the run gets them the 1st, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Now a play fake here on 1st down. It's caught. Stills, right side. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Kamale Correa, the rookie from Boise State, in there to drop him. And that will go into the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Back now in Baltimore. Shipped together here from the D-line. Back to throw here. Looking for Stills here, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And this will have been returned to right around the 38-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And on 2nd and 10 now. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more...
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Crockett Gilmore, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens turn that interception into a touchdown. Tucker now to add the point after. It's good, and now it's an 11-point lead, 17-6. Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. So now here come the Dolphins. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The rookie out of BYU, Bronson Kofusi. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Moore now. And Stills over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away, and it's 2nd down.
Here we go now. All right, now, look at 56.
Now Moore. He's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 23 yards on the play. And really just a heck of a catch. That's a really good receiver making a nice play.
And against a really good defensive back. Right there together and over the top, the receiver wins the battle.
Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw. His pass caught at the 4. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. They got to have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the rookie Tavon Young. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And tough starting field position here. The drive begins with a run by Dixon. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. 2nd down and 4. On 2nd down, Flacco to throw. Caught left side, Gilmore. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, having your eyes in the right.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Earl Mitchell in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Flacco setting to throw it. Finds his man, Watson, over the middle. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one goes for 24 yards.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Backing up. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mike Wallace, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. And the lead is up to 18 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And the Dolphins getting set to go here. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play.
Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, 76 yards. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. And it is good. That cuts the lead now to 11, 24, 13 our score. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Did he just clock that? Looked like he tried to stop the clock, but the clock wasn't even moving. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So for Baltimore, the win gets them back to 500 at 6-6 on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Arizona Cardinals.